I mean, the feeling of Scuderia Ferrari is a feeling of a team that is looking forward to the starting of the season, knowing that will be a tremendously long season, the longest in the history of Formula 1, 20 races. We know that the season will be tough because the competitors are very strong. We have seen during the winter testing that apparently the group of competitors is stronger and bigger. We had some issue on our side, but it doesn't mean anything more than the fact that at least we have seen which are the areas where we need to work very strongly on the development of the car. And as I said, Melbourne will be the first time that we will see really what will be the ranking for the first race of the championship. I mean, we started this project with a very aggressive approach, as I've asked to my engineers, but we discovered that there were some issue with this solution that is still potentially very, very good, but not, I would say, reliable enough in terms of both reliability and performance. So we had to take the decision during the second test in Barcelona to modify the rear of our car. And that was the right thing to do because of the situation that we have seen during the first days of this season. And what does it mean? It means that we need to start the development of this project from that point. And that will mean, in my view, that a certain level of performance that we have gained during the winter time in that configuration, the wind tunnel, has disappeared. And there is a new starting point, and that will be the configuration on which we will start the season at least for the first couple of Grand Prix. I think that for sure in terms of performance it has a cost because, as I said, we had developed the car around a certain idea, but that was the right choice to do considering the situation. Felipe and Fernando are very, very positive, motivated, mentally very strong. They are with the team and they know for different reasons that it will be a very important season for them. And they are, I would say, ready to start the championship, knowing they are part of our team. I mean, Pat is our technical director. He has a reference with regard to the performance of the expected performance of our car in comparison of our expectation. And I believe that, as I said before, for sure in terms of pure performance, we are not where we should. But, I mean, as I said, we will see the real picture in Melbourne, and we will see where we're going to be. But with the right approach, I don't think that that will be a problem. I think that for sure Red Bull, is coming from a 2 championship won with merit, and it seems that it's still very, very strong. Then a group of teams that I believe they will be all very close, that are McLaren, Mercedes, that has made a step for sure, Lotus, that it seems to be in good shape, and us. So, as I said, it will be, I believe, for the first time after many, many years, a championship where there will be a lot of drivers and teams that will fight for wins and for victories.
Well, I think we are all very excited to start the new season. After winter testing, you always want to start. I think driver point of view, it's very nice to get back to qualifying, adrenaline, to the adrenaline for the start, for the green light, the first corner. So finally, after a couple of months waiting for the new season, finally Australia is coming, and we are all happy and to be there and excited. Well, it's always extremely difficult to evaluate the car after the winter testing because we know the conditions are very random for everybody. So we need to be patient, we need to be calm about the level of how competitive we can be in Melbourne. I think we are not as happy as we want, or not the results that we were expecting with the new car. So we've been working a lot, and there is a lot of work to do in the near future. But we see. I think in Melbourne we have some answers, and we are ready for this challenge because we know that it's going to be tight. The grid order seems tighter than ever, with a few teams in a very short range. So we need to do 100%, and I think we are ready for this challenge. Well, always you need to be honest with yourself and knowing that in which position you are and what you have to improve. I think we clarified the areas to improve in the car after the winter testing, after some understanding of the new car. So we are working on those. So even if you are concerned about the level of competitiveness that you can show in the first races, you are full confident that you know exactly the direction to go. So there is a mix of feelings now that I think the answer will be in Australia, and more important, the answer will be in race 4, race 3, race 5, where the championship tends to take the definitely order. So I'm excited for this new season. I'm happy that we go back to racing, and I'm at the same time confident. Well, I think with the new cars, the loss of downforce of the blowing exhaust that we had in 2011 is the major difference compared last year, and also the new Pirelli tires, they need some adaptation in terms of driving style. So we've been working a lot in these two items, and myself particularly to adapt the driving style a little bit to maximize the performance, but the cars are a little bit different to drive, and this makes also interesting to watch the other drivers, to watch the competitors, and to watch yourself as well, how you can maximize the new rules or the new potential. It's a difficult always trade. I think testing more is always welcome, because it's true that probably it's the only sport that you test or you practice 6 days before starting a world championship. I don't imagine a football player touching the ball six days before the World Cup, or a tennis player practice 6 days before Wimbledon. So for sure there are very, very short time of testing, and it's the same for everybody, but we'll be welcome to have more. But at the same time, we are competitive people, and we love racing. So if we have to choose always between test or race, I think we all prefer race, because we like the competition. Honestly, I cannot tell anything, because will be a not a clear target, or not a clear idea of what to expect. I think people expect from Ferrari always to win, to Ferrari to always to perform well and to fight for the victories and for the podiums, and it's what we want as well. I think from the mechanics, the engineers, the designers, the drivers, we all work day and night to have a competitive car and to fight for big things in every race. So what we can tell the tifosi is that there are not a single minute, no one in the factory that are not thinking in the next race and in the next victory. But at the same time, we know that championship is hard, competitors are tough as well, and we need to wait and see. So let's wait, and hopefully we can have a good season.
Well, the feeling is that it's a new championship. So it's the beginning of a new and long championship. So always motivated with the direction to have a consistent and a good championship. It's true to say that we were not in the position we expected at the end of the test, but we are working 100% to improve the car, to find the direction, to developing this car in the quick way. The championship is long, and it's important to think about championship. Score as many points possible. We have 2 races in a row, and then a little bit of time, and then another 2 races in a row. So it's important to concentrate and score good points in these races, because this can make a big difference at the end of the championship. So this is the direction: positive and concentrate to do a good start, and try to developing this car in the quick way we can. Well, the difference is in the downforce. I mean, we have less downforce compared to last year. Last year we have the exhaust on the floor pushing and giving a lot of rear downforce in the car, on braking, on traction. And this year, with the new rules, we lost a lot of downforce. So the way of driving is also a little bit different. And now the right direction is to find as quick as possible the downforce to have a consistent car, quick car, and to coming back to how it was last year. Yes, a little bit, yes. I mean, you need to drive less aggressive because of this rear downforce, so you cannot push, you cannot attack so hard, so you need to be less aggressive, otherwise you destroy the tires very quickly, and it's a little bit of a change on driving the car. But anyway, I mean, now it's the big push, it's a big direction to developing this car and to make the car quicker and quicker and stable in the quick way. That's really what we're working for. Well, I think testing is very important for developing, you know. So if you look how is, you know, the most of the seasons I did, we always had more testing than now. And if you ask the driver what you prefer, race weekend is always more fun, you know, for the driver. It's what we like to do, you know, competition and everything. Testing is a little bit different, but if you're thinking about the developing on the car, working on the car, is definitely very, very important to have you know, more tests. So it's important to think about it. Well, we have the most incredible tifosis, you know, supporters, and for sure we were not in an incredible way on the winter test. We expect to be quicker, you know, than what we were. But anyway, it's important to support. It's important to never give up, you know, support us, the team. We are working 100% to make this car quicker and more competitive in the short time, you know. And it's difficult to say what is going to be the championship, you know. Cannot promise, but it's important to have the tifosi very supportive, strong, and you know, we are working so hard to make this car in the first position for you guys.